Yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's your boy Key Gadu, back at it again with another video. Today, reacting to slash giving my opinion about this whole Travis Scott ASTROWORLD situation and stuff. It's all over my news feed on Facebook. It's all over my news feed on TikTok or whatever the fuck it's called on TikTok. But yeah, man, this shit's crazy. Let's first off, prayers go out to the family members, prayers go out to the people that was injured, everybody that's involved. Prayers just go out. Y'all already know. All right, let's do this. For the
Just so
play.
that it's known, this is precisely why I'm not generally a concert goer unless the artist is an indie artist, they don't have a large fan base, or their fan base isn't typically above the age of 25 to 30 years old. My experience, this is typically behavior that I would expect from an artist who's younger, that generally has a younger fan base. So Travis Scott definitely fits the bill for the tragedy that happened last night at his festival. So the idea of people being
So that's all the people like just breaking in through the barricade, bro.
or their fan base isn't typically above the age of 25 to 30 years old. My experience, this is typically behavior that I would expect from an artist who's younger, that generally has a younger fan base. So Travis Scott definitely fits the bill for the tragedy that happened last night at his festival. So the idea of people being trampled, people being stampeded on, people being walked over, stepped on, smothered, I fully expect that kind of at a Travis Scott show. Travis has enabled this behavior before. He's encouraged.
Yo, that's mad crazy that people really act like that just for an artist. Like, I get it. Like, he's probably your biggest fan. I'm out of breath like a motherfucker, y'all. I just got done doing work. Um, I get it, like he's your favorite artist and stuff, and like y'all his biggest fans, but y'all ain't gotta act like this, busting down the fucking barricade, the gates and all that shit, whatever you want to call it, just to, bro, that's wild.
It through previous tweets, why I would never attend a crowded venue or an overly populated show. It's never a good idea to be mixed in with that many people. I mean, I felt this way since that Vegas tragedy. When you have this much overpopulation in one specific area, in the event of an emergency, having to mass exit the area within a few minutes, it's impossible to get anywhere and get anywhere safely.
I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and all those who impacted by what happened at Astro Festival. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. Thank you to Houston PD, Fire Department, and NRG Park for their immediate response and support. Love you all.
Without the
I don't know what to say about that because I don't know. I'm gonna save that for later.
fear or very strong possibility of being stampeded upon, trampled, suffocated, misplaced from the people that you originally came with. Now, I'm always looking at the business side, the business aspect of it, and the business of this show is absolutely terrible. Why is it that this same lot that's been used for years for a smaller crowd is also being used years later for a bigger crowd, significantly bigger? More people are buying tickets as the years progress, and then the same lot is being used. Staffing for these shows typically suck, especially after COVID. So you have an overcrowded show with staff that can't possibly answer whatever the call of emergency is. People are complaining that people broke through the gates and that security wasn't doing anything. There is like 3 security guards in this one clip. It is impossible to contain this many people with this level of staff. You think this one guy is gonna block everyone from getting in? You have to keep into account what a security.
Is that my video messing up like that? Or is that the video? Like, what the hell? What is that, 147? Hold on. Let me refresh it just to make sure.
Just so
Cause
that it's known,
what's that? Like right here.
possibly answer whatever the call of emergency is. People are complaining that people broke through the gates and that security
All right,
wasn't
it's the
doing
video.
anything. There is like 3 security guards in this one clip. It is impossible to contain this many people with this level of staff. You think this one guy is gonna block everyone from getting in? You have to keep into account what a security guard is even legally able to do or obligated to do in certain situations. They can't even touch you in certain situations. 2 water stations built for a crowd of over 50,000 people over the course of 2 days. I know there are people that are gonna cite all of Live Nation's follies and everything that they've done wrong over the course of the past decade or so, or even
I heard that Travis Scott had hired, or the venue had hired, like a lot of extra security and all that stuff. Like they had a lot of security on hand. If out of all of this stuff, where is the extra security? Where's the police? I heard that they have police on deck too. What the hell is all these personnel at? And they're nowhere to be found. Like, what the hell is really going on?
longer than that. But keep in mind, Live Nation is a $1 billion company, and with any company that makes that amount of money, you're going to have citations, you're going to have lawsuits, you're going to have plenty of violations over the course of your business, because business is business. Nothing just runs smoothly all the way through just because you make a ton of money. That being said, this overpopulation and this consistent understaffing seems to be too normal of a thing with this particular company. The fact that this video even happened and you understand that it was before any deaths had even occurred shows me the negligence of the people that are running the show, or that have the ability to prevent a show from starting. After seeing this, the immediate protocol should just be, you know what, we're not even going to have the show, or we're going to cut the amount of people that are able to attend at this point, because this is ridiculous. You have people stampeding at this stage. They haven't even seen Travis yet. Police departments, the fire departments, the medical staff. How is it that, and I know this is the state of Texas that we're talking about, you know, this is already a breeding grounds for the worst situation humanly possible. But how do you look at this particular lie? Say that it's suitable for 50,000 people, and whoever makes the decision to okay that says okay. Think it's suitable to have 2 water stations serving a 50,000 people crowd plus more, understaffed security, understaffed medical. The amount of people that these specifications, these numbers have to go through before it receives an okay is ridiculous to me, that it was still given the thumbs up. Looking at this before it even happens, it looks like a breeding ground for disaster. Apparently some of the healthcare workers who were actually at the event.
So, in regards to the people stampeding through the gates and all that stuff, you know, rushing through that whole crowd surge and all that bullshit, um, I heard, I saw tweets from Travis Scott encouraging people to, you know, go break through the gates and all that stuff, something of the sort. However, I can't really trust Twitter, even though it's from his account, because tweets could easily be faked. It's so much stuff that could be done. However, a lot of people saying he usually encourages all this stuff. He encouraged it. I don't know, but if he did, bruh, come on, man.
Event said that they were undersupplied. No AED, no stretcher, no gloves, no ambu bag. So we already have an overcrowded event with understaffing, and now we don't have enough supplies to take care of the people if there is a crisis. And that's just referencing the people who died. There were hundreds of people who were injured, but the number of people whose lives were put in jeopardy in a situation like this is well into the thousands. The show organizers, Live Nation, Houston, Harris County, we have to get through this many systems before this show is even given the okay, and it still got the okay knowing how it looks. That to the side for a moment, I just wanted to address the fan base. Travis Scott has fans similar to what you might think a Lil Uzi has, a Playboy Cardi, people who listen to this type of music who think, you know, it's rape.
You know, I actually saw these 2 videos of them doing CPR and stuff, and a person getting crowd surfed out that was deceased. And Travis Scott did stop the concert for a second to tell people to move so they could get them out, EMTs, security, whatever the sort. And then he started singing a weird ass song or some shit. I don't know. I was like, bro, what? Um, also seen that he stopped the concert a few times throughout the show because he realized people was down and out. However, after so many times of stopping because people's passing out, people dying and all that stuff, man, just stop, just end the show, bro. Just stop. Like so situations and stuff like this don't happen. Like it's not cool. It's not cool at all. And then I also want to say it's like everybody, yes, as Travis Scott being a headliner, as it being his show, he is highly responsible. He is highly responsible. But don't just put the blame on Travis Scott either, though. You got to blame his whole staff, especially that cameraman. When the chick and the dude went up there was telling them, and he was telling them to get off the effing stage and all that stuff. He needs to be held accountable, most definitely too. He could have easily radioed in. He could have stopped recording or whatever and approached Travis like, bro, with the woo woo woo, all that type, you know. He got to be held accountable. The staff got to be held accountable. Most of all, even if he did or did not encourage the crowd surge, the people and the crowd got to be held responsible too. Because if I'm at a concert like this and I see somebody drop, I'm not just about to be freaking partying or concerting or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna try to help that person. All those people that didn't help, that looked and knew, and that was stepping on those dead bodies, they got to be held responsible too. How? I don't know. That's gonna be hard. But that's another thing I wanted to point out. It's not just that. It's not just Travis Scott. It's mostly everybody involved.
Rage music. I mean, I hate that term. I want them to just see this the next time you think about paying for a show and to do more research about where a show is located, the amount of people that are going to be there, the tickets that are sold, and how the artist promotes it. Travis Scott literally said, P.S. show is sold out, but I finessed a bit more for y'all. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you allow even more people at a show that's already overpopulated in your hometown?
Wait, what? Welcome to Utopia, Morphin Grounds. I'm bringing some Avengers with me. P.S. Show is sold out, but I finessed a bit more for y'all. Oh, okay. So there you have it. There we have it. There I have it. Bruh, that's not cool. I know I probably sound like a Travis Scott fan. I'm not a Travis Scott fan. I don't listen to his music. But this shit, this concert, this Astro stuff, bro, that shit was tragic, bro. That's a tragedy, bro. And I heard a 10 and a 14-year-old pass too. Speaking of, never mind.
Town. There are going to be plenty of people out there that are going to say Travis Scott should serve no responsibility, should serve no blame for this situation. If you look at the history, right? Travis Scott has had a history of encouraging and allowing his fan base, his concert goers, to ignore security, ignore protocol, and jump barricades, stampede the front stage, putting the lives of the security staff in jeopardy, putting the lives of the medical staff in jeopardy, putting the lives of your own concert goers in jeopardy for the feeling or emotion that you have in a show in the moment. When you
Well, see, that's one thing. Okay, that's one thing I want to touch on too. I get it. He has past histories of doing shit like this, right? For example, if I was a huge Travis Scott fan and I know his history and how his concerts get like, I'm not going to go to one. I'm not going to go to one. I know nobody goes there expecting to die or whatever, you know? But if y'all know his concerts is like this, bro, don't do it. Just don't do it. That's like me being a fan of freaking, okay, for example, not saying it like this, a Five Finger Death Punch, bro. You know what I mean? Or impending doom. And I know they concerts and a mosh pit get like beyond violent where people just start punching and stumping each other out. I'm not gonna go. I shown that hell won't go into a fucking mosh pit like that. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Mosh pits aren't like that, by the way. Just to clarify that. But I mean, I get it. Like he's y'all fan. I mean, he's y'all fan. Y'all his fans. Y'all support him. Y'all love his music and all that stuff. But sometimes, man, y'all just gotta think. And if y'all know how Travis Scott is, do not let your kids go, man. That breaks my heart. A 10-year-old and a 14-year-old. God damn, bruh. Everybody that passed away at this fucking concert, man. Come on.
You have a history of encouraging this type of behavior, it's going to follow you. It's going to grow and evolve. It's not just going to dissipate. People are going to remember Travis Scott's cool with us doing that. Remember his show from 5 years ago, from 4 years ago, from 3 years ago, where he told us that we could just ignore security and just start a mosh pit, start a riot? You remember when he told us that before? We can do it again. And then you see that he's allowing more people at a show that's already looking overcrowded. Maybe the artist just shows up and they don't look at any of the specifications, the numbers. They don't look at where they're performing, even though I find that extremely hard to believe. For safety measures, I would assume that they would be told something, because even the artists live themselves are at jeopardy when you have this many people at a show. That's why I said I don't want to attend shows that traditionally have a younger crowd, because younger crowds are typically easily influenced even by something that is a horrible suggestion by the artists themselves. Now we have tweets that are coming out from other people saying that Travis Scott is the one who is looking at people as they've been carried out and he's being unresponsive and continuing the show. This clip, for instance, in context, is actually not as damaging as it looks. Travis Scott was stopping the show periodically to allow people to be carried out when it was a little bit more calm, trying to wait for security to give them the okay to start back up again. But after so many people being injured and carried out, you should just stop the show. You should just stop, because you don't want more people to continue to be hurt. You have too many people in this particular area at one time. You need to call off the show. At some point, it's no longer about entertainment, it's about safety. If you stop your show more than 2 times to allow someone to be carried out, you need to take into account this is probably going to keep happening as my show gets more and more hype. It's not worth it. The people in the crowd are basically at the mercy of how the crowd is moving. Meaning, if you want to move independent from a crowd of thousands and thousands of people, you won't be able to. You have to go where they're going. You have to move where they're moving. If they move forward, you have to move forward, unless you're at the very back, which no one wants to be. And I'm telling people who are watching this video, you should be a certain height when you're going to certain shows. I wouldn't even recommend you go to certain shows unless you're at least 5'10". Last but certainly not least are clearly the concert goers themselves, the people that are just so willing to ignore any safety protocols, ignore any restrictions, any guidelines. People who are so excited at the idea of entertainment that are so willing to ignore anything possibly going on anywhere else, but so desperately want to live in the moment that they're willing to ignore the possibility of anyone behind them getting injured, being walked and run over. At some point, you have to have a level of accountability for yourself and for the common folk around you. Like, yo, maybe these rules are in place not because they want to control us, but because people need to be safe.
It looked like there's only one security guard trying to stop all the people from rushing in. Even if there's like even more, like what are they supposed to do versus hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people just fucking just bum rushing them? Like there's nothing they could do, like where's all the extra security that the venue or whatever the fuck supposedly had, like where are they? It wasn't enough at all. This is crazy, man. This is crazy, and this is literally stupid how people act over somebody being famous. This is fucking ridiculous, bro.
Everyone isn't built the same. It shouldn't have to be that unique of a thing for you to be able to tap the person next to you and be like, yo, tap the person next to you, say there's an emergency, and for that information to be received in a very short time frame so that everyone can look around and be like, yo, we gotta chill. But no one's paying attention.
All right, look. I see the popos on the horses, man. In reality, that's not going to do nothing. That's not going to do shit. That's not going to do nothing. People will just run around the horse. The horse will get startled. More injuries. However, these people that's running through acting like fucking animals, bro. It shows you that people don't care when people get injured or whatever because somebody famous is fucking performing, or people just don't care at all in the world anymore. I did see some videos where other people was trying to help the people that passed out, or that was about to pass out, that was deceased and everything. I see a lot of people helping or trying to help, but what can you do when there's so many people and you're being crushed? I mean, body to body like that from the videos I seen and all that stuff. And I've seen people was resting their hands on their head like this because they literally couldn't put their hands down. Like that's fucking crazy, bro. This Astro World shit should never happen. The show should have been stopped. All these deaths, all these injuries shouldn't have happened. Again, it's not just Travis Scott's fault. It's Travis Scott's fault. It's his staff, um, and the people that didn't care. The people that was just stomping on the body, that was trampling over other people. They need to be held accountable too. And I'm glad people have smartphones, so all this shit could be recorded. I'm so glad. So some preventative measure in the future could stop some shit like this from happening, bro. Like this is
Time frame so that everyone can look around and be like, yo, 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 we gotta chill. But no one's paying attention because the concert matters more than the lives. Horrible crowd, horrible venue, horrible organizers, horrible jurisdiction, horrible response from the artist, in my opinion. I'm not saying this is Travis Scott's fault for those deaths, but I'm saying that you should be able to, in real time, look at a situation and determine whether or not it is going to get worse. Knowing the type of behavior that you've encouraged, maybe not created, but encouraged with your past behavior, you should be able to predict, hey, this isn't probably gonna go well. I'm a huge artist. I have a ton of success. I'm in my hometown. People are already getting injured. I've already said that I've gone against protocol myself as the person who can have a huge deciding factor in whether we continue the show or not, and I'm still gonna keep it going? No, I'm sorry. You can't get that one off. I know for a fact there were people that were unresponsive and probably already dead while the concert was still happening. And there were enough people that said, fuck that, my experience in this fun matters more than this person that could possibly be dying next to me. It's insane. Concert culture is not a good culture to me. Y'all just be mindful of this the next time you plan on seeing a big artist, a huge artist. Look at the artist's background, what they've promoted in the past, if they've always abided by safety regulations, if they've always prioritized the lives of their concert goers. You need to consider these things because you are very, very likely putting your own life in danger just by trying to go have a good time. Businesses like Live Nation that don't care one fuck about any of the people that are attending but care about their bottom line the most, and people like the artists themselves that are somewhat negligent and are willing to ignore the safety and the risk associated with allowing their fan base to do whatever it is that they want and go crazy and quote unquote rage at their shows. The situation was handled horribly on all sides, in my opinion, and rethink the next time you want to go.
When I say it's not just Travis Scott's fault, partially it is. As the headliner, again, he should take responsibility. Yeah, it's his shit. It's his show. He's the headliner. I saw a video where Travis Scott was asking who told him to stop the show, who told me to stop the show, yada yada yada. Bro, you should have asked why. Like, bro, why do y'all want me to stop the show? What's going on? Like that would have been me in that situation. I know I ain't famous. I'm just saying that just would have been me. Um, the camera guy, bro, that camera guy needs his ass whooped to the fucking max, bro. Ask ask on everything. He need his ass whooped. He need his ass fucking whooped, bro. Like that's it. That's all. The people around that was just partying or concerting or whatever the fuck you want to call it, um that was stomping on the dead bodies, not trying to help when people passed out. That's fucked up. Y'all need y'all asses whooped too, bruh. Come on, man. Look, I know he stopped the show plenty of times to make sure people was okay, but after enough times, bro, just end it, bro. That's like, nah, bro, I'm good on that. Like, nah, make sure everybody's all right. Just thinking about that right now, that's a hard situation to do. Just to stop the show. Because anybody could say, just stop the show. That's hard. I just thought about something right now. He could have stopped the show. What if everybody got mad and started raging the fuck out? That's a whole different situation too. That's bro. That was a situation. That's bro. Prayers to the family, man. Prayers to everybody. Um, Travis Scott. Even if you don't see this, bro, better concerts. Stop encouraging these fucking acts and shit. People, stop acting like fucking animals because your favorite artist is singing or performing on stage, bro. Come on. Come on. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Cause it could be you. It could be anybody. You go to a concert and you never make it back, bro. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not cool. It's not safe. It's not funny. This shit is sad. This shit is tragic. But I love y'all. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Be careful. Do your goddamn research on the artist, the concert, where it's going to be at. Try to do as much research as possible so shit like this doesn't happen. I love y'all. Peace out. Stay safe, man.